Whistleblower saying I deserve to meet my accuser. It comes amid increasing concern over the whistleblower's security. And tonight, the breaking headline involving the president's personal attorney, Rudy Giuliani. What's now happened? The other major news this Monday night, the Dallas officer charged with murder. After shooting and killing her neighbor, she says she thought it was her apartment. The jury tonight deliberating at this hour and what the judge has now told the jurors. The major winter storm, several feet of snow, that system now tracking east tonight. The state of emergency declared, and Ginger Z is here. The jet engine scare in midair, the engine's metal casing torn away. Passengers watching in horror. And the other headline, the deadly plane crash and the rescue efforts right after. The surveillance tonight, the bus driver allegedly drunk behind the wheel, students screaming. Now the video, and you'll hear the boys call to 911. The deputy being honored suddenly confronted in front of the entire room when a commissioner asks, "Do you remember falsely arresting me 4 years ago?" Witnesses stunned. The hidden camera in the hotel tonight, this man under arrest by the FBI. What was he allegedly picking up for China? And the confusion and concern tonight over Zantac. This evening, why have Walgreens, Rite Aid, and CVS pulled Zantac off the shelves? The fears over a possible carcinogen and what you need to know.
This is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here as we start another week. And we begin tonight with fast-moving developments in the impeachment inquiry, all triggered by that phone call between President Trump and the president of Ukraine. With hundreds of millions in U.S. military aid being held, President Trump saying, "I would like you to do us a favor." Tonight, President Trump says they're working on learning who this whistleblower is, that he has a right to know his accuser. It is prompting security concerns for that person, whose attorney now says the president's own words are putting the whistleblower in danger. Congressional Democrats could meet with that whistleblower very soon. And late today, we also learned the president's personal attorney, Rudy Giuliani, has now been subpoenaed. His trips to Ukraine, his meetings that came before that phone call, drawing increasing scrutiny tonight. ABC senior White House correspondent Cecilia Vega leading us off.
Thank you very much, everybody.
In the Oval Office today, President Trump said his administration is working to learn the identity of the whistleblower whose claims led to that impeachment inquiry.
Mr. President, do you now know who the whistleblower is, sir?
Well, we're trying to find out about a whistleblower. When you have a whistleblower that reports things that were incorrect.
Tonight, the whistleblower's lawyer responding, saying his client is entitled to anonymity, adding the individual is not to be retaliated against. Doing so is a violation of federal law. But the president is ramping up his attacks, more than 80 tweets this weekend alone, including this one. The president saying, "Like every American, I deserve to meet my accuser." The whistleblower's lawyer says he has serious concerns about his client's personal safety, writing, "Certain individuals have issued a $50,000 bounty for any information about his identity." The lawyer mentioning the president's own caught-on-camera message to diplomats last week.
You know what we used to do in the old days when we were smart, right? With spies and treason, right? We used to handle it a little differently than we do now.
House Democrats leading that impeachment inquiry say they now have a tentative deal to meet with the whistleblower. And today they issued a subpoena for the president's personal attorney, Rudy Giuliani, mentioned more than 30 times in the complaint, accused of pressuring the Ukrainians to investigate the president's political rivals. But Giuliani sending mixed messages about whether he'll comply.
I wouldn't cooperate with Adam Schiff.
So that's your answer. You're not going to cooperate.
I didn't say that. I said I will consider it.
You said you wouldn't do it.
I
you said you will not cooperate with Adam Schiff.
I said I will consider it. I have to be guided by my client, frankly.
Today, in an inflammatory tweet, the president quoted a supporter who said impeaching and removing him from office will cause a civil war-like fracture in this nation from which our country will never heal. It prompted a rare rebuke from a fellow Republican. Congressman Adam Kinzinger fired back, saying, "I have visited nations ravaged by civil war. I have never imagined such a quote to be repeated by a president. This is beyond repugnant."
Cecilia Vega live at the White House tonight. And Cecilia, several developing headlines. The New York Times tonight now reporting about a new phone call between President Trump and another foreign leader, as you know. According to the Times tonight, the president recently asked the Prime Minister of Australia to help Attorney General Bill Barr investigate the origins of the Mueller probe. That story is developing. And you know, Cecilia, the question emerging is, was the access to the transcript of that call restricted as well? And in the meantime, you've also learned the Attorney General William Barr is just back from Italy tonight. What was he doing there?
Yeah, David, busy evening here. A source is telling our team that Bill Barr went to Italy last week to meet with senior intelligence officials there as part of the Justice Department's investigation into the origins of the Russia probe. Look, nearly 3 years after this election, this is something President Trump is still fixated on. But David, Democrats are likely to be enraged by this. They will see this as an example of President Trump using his office to advance his personal political gain.
Cecilia Vega leading us off on a Monday night. Thank you. And next this evening, the fate of a former Dallas police officer who shot and killed her neighbor in his own apartment is now in the hands of the jury at this hour. What the judge has now told the jurors. And here's ABC's Marcus Moore from Dallas.
Tonight, prosecutors pleading for justice.
This is not one of those things where you could just say, whoops, too bad for you, buddy.
The defense begging for mercy.
She has to make that split-second decision. And this time it ended in tragedy.
But it's the words of the 31-year-old former Dallas police officer herself during this 7-day trial that may weigh most heavily on jurors.
I hate myself every single day.
Amber Geiger claims she mistakenly walked into Botham Jean's apartment last year thinking it was hers. This dramatic body camera capturing the moments after she shot it. She claims she feared for her life.
I yelled at him. It's like, let me see your hands, let me see your hands.
But prosecutors citing neighbors who say they never heard verbal commands.
Not one of them heard you say that.
I can't tell you why.
Well, it's because you didn't say it.
Today, prosecutors reasserting that Geiger was distracted that night, sending racy messages to her former partner who was married, and then she missed obvious signs that she was on the wrong floor.
He is sitting on his couch eating ice cream.
The defense highlighting dozens of other instances where residents made similar mistakes.
There are no winners. A wonderful human being has lost his life.
And Marcus Moore has been on this case from the start. He joined us live. And Marcus, the judge saying the jury can now consider the Castle Doctrine, which, as I understand it, is similar to the Stand Your Ground defense as they make their decision.
It is, David. The Castle Doctrine is basically a self-defense protection for someone inside their home. And prosecutors have argued, how can an intruder use that law to justify shooting a homeowner? The jury is expected to continue its deliberations in the morning. David.
All right, Marcus, thank you. Next tonight, that major winter storm now moving east after dumping up to 4 feet of snow in the mountains of the west. The governor of Montana now declaring a winter storm emergency. That storm now triggering flood threats in the Midwest as record heat moves up the East Coast. Chief Meteorologist Ginger Zee, of course, tracking it all for us tonight. Ginger?
David, from Appleton, Wisconsin to Huntsville, Alabama, record highs were broken today, and we're going to see several others. Look at the flash flood watches, though. That is the imminent threat from Wisconsin back to eastern New Mexico, where tomorrow morning the skies will start opening up. You could see 2 to 4 inches fall very quickly there, and some of the burn scars are the concern. But Iowa to Wisconsin, by tomorrow night, you get up to a ½ foot locally. Now, that cold front also acts as the dividing line between winter and summer. 38 the high temperature tomorrow in Billings, Montana, 97 for Nashville. That same heat settles in here on Wednesday, October 2nd. It'll be 93 degrees for Philadelphia, David.
Wow, incredible. Ginger, thank you. We're going to turn next here to the mid-air emergency involving the casing on an engine on a United flight from Denver to Orlando. Passengers seeing a piece of that engine, the panel there peeling back, all of it very alarming, obviously. The pilot was then forced to turn back to Denver. ABC's David Curley covers aviation.
A frightening scene out the passenger window of this United 737-800.
When I heard the pop and the bang of the engine, I knew something was not right.
Flapping in the wind, tens of thousands of feet in the air, it was the engine cover that had come loose, an emergency for the pilots.
We need to get back to Denver, relatively speaking, as quick as possible.
Nature of the emergency.
The panel has become detached from the airplane. We have about 6 hours of fuel, and we have 196 people.
Just 30 minutes into the flight, the Orlando-bound jet turns around, passengers hearing the noise and feeling the vibration from that flapping cover.
This pilot really took some pretty heroic, decisive action, made a big decision with turning us around really quickly.
On the ground, a clear view for all the passengers. The internal engine exposed, that cover mangled. Experts say the cover doesn't affect the operation of the engine. Still, not something a passenger wants to see out the window.
Definitely not. David Curley with us now. We know everyone's safe on that flight, but another safety issue making news tonight. Boeing now warning of a cracking problem, as they say, on some of its next generation 737 aircraft, David?
Yeah, those next gen, that fleet is still flying right now, David. And in 3 of the aircraft that are about 10 years old, so kind of old, they found cracking in a critical area. It's where the wings attach to the fuselage. They're concerned about those cracks. They shouldn't be there. So the FAA is asking that 300 other aircraft of about the same age and usage also be checked for these cracks. They want to find out if this is a widespread safety issue. David?
All right, we know you'll stay on it for us. David Curley, thank you. And this evening, the manhunt for 4 inmates who escaped from a county jail in Ohio is now over. The 4 overpowered their guards early Sunday morning and got away in a waiting car. 3 of them were caught late last night at a North Carolina hotel hundreds of miles away. The 4th was captured in a nearby Durham today. Next, that newly released surveillance video of a frightening bus ride home from school. The video showing the driver yelling, the children screaming about the way she was driving. They believe she was drunk, and one boy calling 911. Here's ABC's Kana Whitworth.
Tonight, the bus driver heard in this newly released surveillance video,
I yell and scream, "Gah!"
is out of a job. Children on this bus say it was a terrifying ride home. Police say Longview, Washington school bus driver Catherine Macarone was drunk behind the wheel.
I love life!
And that 48-year-old Macarone was yelling incoherently on and off even before she picked up children.
My marriage sucks, and my husband is a son of a gun.
One of the scared students on board calling 911 after getting off the bus.
The bus driver, Catherine, she was drunk. She passed 3 red lights.
Police tracking her down, charging her with DUI and reckless endangerment. David, Macarone pleaded not guilty to the DUI charge and told police she takes both sleep and anxiety medication, and she says she did not run those red lights. She has since resigned from her job. David?
Kana Whitworth tonight, thank you. Next this evening, an unexpected confrontation during an award ceremony honoring a sheriff's deputy in Florida. A city official, a commissioner, saying to that deputy when he came to the front of the room, "Do you remember falsely arresting me 4 years ago?" Here's ABC's Victor Akendo.
This South Florida award ceremony honoring Deputies of the Month quickly turned into a berating that's gone viral.
Joshua Gallardo,
It's my line.
can you come down for a second?
Tamarack City Commissioner Mike Gellin called Deputy Joshua Gallardo over and leveled a public surprise over a prior confrontation.
It's good to see you again. You probably don't remember me, but you're the police officer who falsely arrested me 4 years ago.
In 2015, Gellin said he was recording on his cell phone as officers tried to break up a fight between homeless men. In his report, Gallardo said Gellin repeatedly ignored commands to move from the crime scene. Deputy Gallardo took him into custody for resisting arrest without violence. Gellin said the state attorney reviewed the cell phone video, then dropped the charges.
You're a bad police officer, and you don't deserve to be here.
A stunned Deputy Gallardo appears to smile, then give a thumbs up before leaving.
The mayor said she was completely shocked. The Deputies Association called the commissioner's actions outrageous, but Gellin says he just doesn't want anyone else to go through what he went through or worse. David?
Victor Akendo reporting from Florida. Next tonight, the FBI arrest and the hidden camera in a hotel room. The U.S. citizen now under arrest, and what the FBI says he was there to get and to send back to China. ABC's Chief Justice Correspondent Pierre Thomas with the FBI video from that room.
You're watching a covert counterintelligence operation targeting China. FBI undercover cameras secretly recording in this Georgia hotel room. The FBI claims Edward Pong, a naturalized U.S. citizen, has come to this hotel to pick up classified information to send back to China's spy agency, the Ministry of State Security. What Pong doesn't know, according to the FBI, is that he's been set up by a double agent working for the U.S. government. Watch closely. The FBI says Pong is taping a white envelope containing a $20,000 payoff in the top drawer of that TV stand.
The double agent would retrieve the key, retrieve the cash, and tape the SD card to the same place where the money had been left.
Pong later returns to pick up the SD card containing classified information, authorities say, for delivery to Beijing.
Pong's alleged cover working as a tour guide and sightseeing operator in San Francisco. He's due in court on Wednesday, charged with acting as a foreign agent. He could face up to 10 years in prison. David?
Pierre Thomas with us tonight as well. Thank you, Pierre. And next to Somalia and the attack on a U.S. military target, the terror group Al-Shabaab claiming responsibility